Douglas Allen Bickford. It is the 16th of August 2022 at about 8:55 a.m. here Pacific Standard Time. Broadcasting live out of my 105-year-old house from my hometown of Klamath Falls, Oregon. I am a self-taught psychiatrist, therapist, and counselor. And the reason that is because I have thousands of hours of studying the science of the mind. I don't have the formal degree that comes from, sitting in all the classes for 10 years, learning English, mathematics, all the sciences, the physical education, and all that, those requirements to get the formal diploma as, the certificate. But I have thousands of hours. I went right to the meat of psychiatry and I studied how the mind works on my own for pushing 2 years now. Okay, so that makes me qualified as a psychiatrist, therapist, and counselor to help all of you out there. Okay, I am offering a free service. 1-hour therapy sessions once a week, 4 times a month. Call me at 458-232-5238 to schedule your appointment. Okay. So, billions of us have been sexually, emotionally, and physically abused. I'm a victim of it. Okay. Of all three, actually. But I'm not alone. There's, like I said, billions of you out there that have gone through the same thing. Okay? And we have been trained and taught that to ask for help is a sign of weakness. We can't show our feelings. Men don't cry, women don't get angry, and children should be seen and not heard, as what we've been taught through all the media, the televisions, all of it. Now it's the social media, right? Anyway, so it is not weakness to ask for help. It is strength. So you can call me and ask for help because I needed it. I taught myself, because of all my studies, the science of the mind, how the mind works, right? How to heal myself. I can help you heal from the traumatic experience of being sexually, emotionally, physically abused. Just like I healed myself, learned how to heal myself. I can be your psychiatrist. I can be your counselor. I can be your therapist. I can be here to encourage you along the way when you start going through your change, and you will if you get very honest with yourself first and get honest with me as your therapist. There's absolutely only one reason I'm on Facebook and YouTube, and that's to teach you out there how to have a healthy mind so you can get in good relationships instead of dysfunctional ones. You can quit using drugs and alcohol, sex, self-mutilation, which is, cutting or scratching yourself, television and all of it to make yourselves feel good, okay? Because that's what unhealthy-minded people do. An unhealthy mind will affect your physical. It affects everything about you. Your spirituality, your physicalness, your, all of it, okay? Anyway, so, like I said, call me 458-232-5238 to schedule your first appointment. There are billions of people that have been emotionally, sexually, and physically abused. That's one of the terrible statistics, but it's all true, folks. And That means there are billions, because there's like 4 billion people on Facebook now, that have had all 3 of those happen to them, or emotional abuse at least. Okay. Half the planet has been emotionally abused. That's what the statistics say. Okay, and it's all true. And because of that emotional, sexual, or physical abuse, you stuff the pain of it. You can't talk about it. I'm going to help you so you can learn how you can let it go and deal with it and face the pain of it. Okay, that's what our sessions will do. Okay, it's going to cost you absolutely zero money. Okay, the only thing you're going to have to buy is this book right here, The Portable Therapist, and we together will be going through this book a lesson at a time. It's a process. It doesn't happen overnight. I've been working on myself for 20 months, and I'm still working on myself, and I can help you all work on yourself too, teach you how to do it. And then, anyway, so the reason I am on Facebook and YouTube is, like, for one reason, is to help you attain a healthy mind and help you be positive about how, where, and what you are. There's absolutely only one way that you can do that, and that is to attain a thing and maintain self-esteem, self-worth, self-confidence, self-love. Those are other words for self-esteem. How you feel about yourself inside is also known as self-confidence, self-worth, self-love. We have all been in romantic relationships. Good feeling when you first meet these people. Both of you are on cloud 9. You're bragging to all your family and friends how great these people are. You're soulmates. You're never going to separate. You're going to die together. That's what you're vowing to each other. Because that's how that feeling feels, right? I mean, it's a really good feeling. I've had it several times. But what self-esteem is, that good feeling towards yourself. Dr. Susanna McMahon wrote The Portable Therapist 30 years ago. She has a doctorate in psychology. She's 73, lives in Madrid, Texas with her husband. She also has a master's in philosophy. She's had thousands of clients. They would hire her as a psychiatrist because she has the formal degree, and they would pay her big bucks to fix their unhealthy minds. Every lesson and every chapter and every question in this book talks about how we have been taught and trained not to have a healthy mind and not to have self-esteem. So her clients paying her big bucks, she knew that that you can't have a healthy mind until you attain and maintain self-esteem. So she had to devise a concept that she could tell her clients to do so they could give themselves self-esteem. Nobody can give you self-esteem except for you, okay? Here's that very simple concept. It's called mirror therapy. You look at yourself in the mirror and say 4 things. Say, I love you. Say, I love my inner child. Say, I'm worthy to be loved, worthy to love. Say, I'm full of goodness. Those 4 things will instantaneously give you self-esteem. But to maintain that self-esteem, you have to practice it. It's like lifting weights. You start lifting weights and stop. You have to start over from scratch. Self-esteem is the exact same thing for the brain. So you'll have to practice it. So in other words, you'll just have to say those things to yourself, and there those 4 things for the rest of your life to maintain self-esteem. Okay? It'll take you less than 10 seconds. I love Douglas Allen Bickford. I love my inner child. I'm worthy to be loved. I'm worthy to be loved. I am full of goodness. And then you will maintain the self-esteem that you attain. Okay? The reason she came up with mirror therapy and why it's so powerful is it's a psychological event that happens in your brain. We cannot lie to ourselves in the mirror. So that's why you can very easily criticize yourself, whether you think it or say it out loud when you're in front of the mirror. Especially when we start getting older, we all do it. I used to do it. I don't do it anymore. You can't say good things about yourself in the mirror because you don't feel that way about yourself. Okay? You feel bad about yourself, so that's why you can very easily criticize yourself. But you can't say good things about yourself, and those 4 things to yourself in the mirror daily are a very good thing, but you can't say it because you cannot like yourself in the mirror. So, there's a solution. You can force yourself to do it the very first time. And you'll have to force yourself to do it because it feels very awkward and strange the very first time you do it. And nobody's ever told you to do this before. In fact, it feels and sounds so weird, you want to call me crazy for telling you to do it. Okay? So, you'll have to get beyond your defense mechanisms and force yourself to say those 4 things to yourself in the mirror daily. The more you say it, the more you feel it, and the more you believe it. Self-esteem is the absolute most important thing you can have as a human being on the planet, and here's why that is. There's 2 things. We can't be content without it. Content is also known as internal peace. Content, you feel good about how, where, and what you are. Okay? There are 12 things that people are using to try to be content. They are self-mutilization, which is self-harm, cutting yourself, scratching yourself, etc. There's other ways people, they can see it, okay, and then it makes them feel good to do that. All the social media, Facebook, TikTok, YouTube, Instagram, and the list goes on and on, right? Drugs, all of them. Drugs, alcohol, sex, food, television, gambling, religion, material possessions, people, or money. Those 12 things are known as externals. They're outside of yourself. They can leave you at any moment. They will make you feel good temporarily, but that feel good never lasts. You all know what I'm talking about. The drug high goes away, and so does the alcohol buzz. So you have to do more of those to make yourself feel good. And then the other 10 things are exactly the same thing. I got a little cat down here. This is my latest rescue. Come here, you. Come here, you. Her name is Big Girl. She's a big black and white cat. She came to me. Come here. This is Big Girl. Come here, look at the camera. Oh, isn't she pretty? She's a big girl. That's why I named her Big Bear Girl. Okay, I love you. You go that way. Anyway, so, where was I? So, you have to force yourself to do it, and get beyond all that, and just do it anyway. And then it'll give you self-esteem. But there are 2 things. Okay, I already told you. We can't be content without it. We also can't have internal peace. The 12 things, right, will only make you temporarily content. So you have to do more of all of those things to make yourself feel good, right? And they're known as externals. Sorry, I'm repeating all this stuff, but she interrupted me. So they make you feel good temporarily, but it never lasts. And the absolute only thing to make you feel good permanently and give you internal peace is the 4 things to yourself in the mirror daily without fail. Okay. The next reason it's the most important thing you can have as a human being, which is self-esteem and maintaining and attaining and maintaining it, is you can't love without it. You can't be loved. So what happens is, without self-esteem, we'll attract somebody just like us. and we'll get together with those people. And once the good feeling goes away after you either marry them or just move in or whatever you do, just being with them, you don't even have to even move in with them. You get involved in that relationship, and then after the good feeling goes away, then that all the daily drama that goes on, in a relationship, and if you're married and you have kids and all that, right? And then you get tired of each other. The good feeling goes away. So what happens is, once that good feeling goes away, then that's when the fights and the arguments start. The cheating on each other, the drug and alcohol use, the lies, the secrets, going to bars, picking up strange people to have sex with, spark the relationship, make it good again, getting in the car, going down the road, trying to get away from them. You're telling all your family and friends about how terrible these people are to you. And because the relationship turned toxic, right? So, because it turned toxic, you'll divorce or separate. And then the same two people will go out and jump in another relationship without self-esteem, and the exact same thing will happen. The second thing that'll happen, that two people that got together with no self-esteem, they'll stay in that relationship forever. And that's because they're codependent on each other. They're afraid to leave. They don't want to be a failure. They don't want to be an embarrassment to all their family and friends. They can't be alone. They have nowhere to go. So they'll stay in this bad relationship for many years, right? And at that point, it becomes a dysfunctional family. And all the emotional, sexual, and physical abuse that those two did to themselves and their children, if they had children, will just get swept under the rug by all the family members. And dysfunctional families produce more dysfunctional families down the line, and the cycle just continues. And there's a lot of that going on too. The very last thing that'll happen to two that got together with no self-esteem is the two that have had many failed relationships and failed marriages and all that will just exit out of the romantic scene and say, screw it, I'm going to be alone for the rest of my life because I can't find anybody to love me, I can't find anybody to love. So they'll use the 12 things to try to be content. But you can't ever have internal peace, be content, until you attain and maintain self-esteem, so they will be just as miserable alone like they were in the relationship. Okay. So, my style of therapy. There is a cure for all of you out there. And that is to attain and maintain self-esteem by the 4 things to yourself in the mirror daily for the rest of your life. All parties, and I'm talking to the tune of billions of people, folks, can change all those scenarios. The person all alone can have internal peace and be content living in alone and not have to use the 12 things anymore to make themselves feel good. Television's a huge one, okay? That people are using to try to make themselves feel good. The people that are together in a toxic relationship that has been happening for years, if they said 4 things to themselves in the mirror, it would fix that toxic relationship. And if one of the people in it doesn't want change, it'll give the other person that wants change the courage and the strength to remove themselves from that abusive relationship. And then all parties get this book and go through the many other concepts that will give you a healthy mind. Or you can watch me, because I'm going through this book. I have been for a year and a half, 2 years, right, almost, teaching out of this book, okay, how to attain and maintain a healthy mind, and attain and maintain self-esteem, okay, and then I can encourage you along the way. I can be your mentor. But I can also be your psychiatrist, your therapist, and your counselor, okay? So I'm going through this book one lesson at a time. Here's that next lesson. Why we don't need guilt and anxiety. Lesson number 11. Both guilt and anxiety are highly destructive. Like the weak ego, they function to make us feel bad about ourselves. They prevent us from being the best we are capable of being, and they paralyze our actions. They have no viable function in the present. When we're living in the moment, we have no time for guilt or anxiety. We're living our lives rather than judging our lives. We don't need guilt because we are equipped with a conscience. In this context, guilt and shame are equivalent. Our conscience tells us when we have done something wrong. The conscience says things like, oops, that was bad behavior, or I wish I hadn't done that, or said that. Our conscience can be thought of as a gentle teacher, instructing us in the moment how things are progressing and what we need to change. Once you trust yourself, you can trust your conscience. Guilt, on the other hand, can be thought of as a malevolent dictator. Guilt tells us that we are bad and that the sum of ourselves is inappropriate or evil or uncaring. Guilt takes one action or thought or feeling and generalizes it to the total person. Guilt allows us to feel overwhelmed with negativity and leaves us feeling powerless and helpless. That is why it is such an effective dictator. It quickly assumes total control over your nature, your behaviors, your life. Guilt is also insidious. Now think about that word. Insidious is beyond evil. What insidious means, it's like Jeffrey Dahmer eating his victims, right? That's what insidious means. That's how bad guilt is. Guilt is insidious, is that it perpetuates the continuation of the bad behavior. Think about that, folks. It can be thought of as an evil circle, a snake with his tail in its mouth. This is how guilt generally works. Number one, you do something that is unkind or uncaring or destructive to yourself or to others. Something that you know or feel is wrong. Number two, you begin to feel guilty. Number three, the guilt grows. Number four, you are now feeling acutely and painfully guilty, and the pain is overwhelming. Number five, you begin to look for a release from all the pain. Number six, you start to externalize the reasons for your behavior. If he did this, then I wouldn't have done that, etc. Number seven, you increase the externalizations until you have rationalized and justified your behavior. Number eight, you believe your justifications. And number nine, you repeat the behavior that created the guilt in the first place. Wow. I bet nobody's ever told you that before. Okay. And it's all true, folks. And I have dealt with it. Okay. I don't have guilt anymore because I don't live in the past and guilt. I don't live in the future and anxiety. I live in the present. Okay. I can't fix anything that happened that I did way back when. You have to let go of it. You have to drop it out of your memory banks, and then you won't do the same thing again, just like this just said. Okay, this is what you're going to learn from me when you call me and talk to me. Okay, because we're going to go through this together, and you're going to have to get very honest with yourself, and get very honest with me too. This pattern is well exemplified in the addictive relationship. Here we go. addictive relationships. Relationships are addictions, just like drugs and alcohol. One partner is the addict. The other is often codependent, and the blame for each other's behaviors falls on the other person because of the guilty cycle described above. The addictive thinking goes something like this. I do what I do. I feel bad about it, therefore proving that I am a good person. When the pain becomes unbearable, I transfer the guilt to you, thereby justifying my own behaviors and giving me a rationale to continue. Wow. This cycle only works in relationships in which we do not take responsibility for ourselves. We need to be responsible. We do not need to feel guilty. Take responsibility for your behaviors. Stop feeling guilty. Next time you feel guilty, just stop. Tell yourself that you've done something you do not like. You will learn from this. Next time, you will not do the same thing again. Thank your conscience. Reward yourself for taking responsibility. Let go of the guilt. In the same way, anxiety is not needed. Anxiety can be conceptualized as dreaming something we do not want to occur. It is worrying about things that have not yet occurred. Once the thing has occurred, we begin to do something about it. How often do we feel a sense of relief when something we have been worried about actually happens? Question mark. We can deal with whatever happens in the present. We can never deal directly with anxiety. We don't need it. Anxiety may start out as a bad dream while we're awake, but it quickly progresses into a living nightmare. Like guilt, it takes us out of the present and puts us into a painful, discouraging, useless, time-wasting place. Let it go. Live the moment without either guilt or anxiety. We do not need either one when we are living a meaningful life. Woo! My front door and my back door has, when people enter my house, I tell them, let that S-H-I-T go. Because you have to let it go, folks. Both my front and back door, like I said. So I tell people that if they enter my house, which I don't have very many friends, but they'll look at me like, really? And I'm like, yeah, really. And I've had a friend of mine, well, thought he was a friend of mine. Anyway, he'd come and complain about all these people and how terrible they were to him and all this stuff, right? So I literally had to remove myself from him because he was trying to drag me into his world. And that's not me anymore. I refuse to judge, condemn, and criticize people because they are all just like me. We are all together in this madhouse that we live in. But I can help you, okay, attain and maintain self-esteem, help you fix your unhealthy mind. Call me 458-232-5338 anytime to schedule your first therapy session. Like I said, I am a trained psychiatrist, therapist, counselor. I can help you. And I specialize in emotional, sexual, and physical abuse victims because I'm one. I've learned how to heal myself, and I can help you too. I'm going to have another lesson for you tomorrow, which is lesson number 12, Does Evil Exist? And I will be talking to you then. Remember to say 4 things to yourself in the mirror, folks. Daily without fail. That'll get you going on your road to a healthy mind. Okay. Have a great day out there on this Monday.